They say, fake it till you make it. Act confident, even when you don't feel it. Pretend to know what you're doing, and eventually you will. Move through life as if you've already become the person you want to be, and soon it will become reality. It's a phrase that has been repeated in self-help books, business seminars, and motivational speeches for decades. The idea sounds simple. If you act like the person you aspire to be, you'll eventually grow into that role. Many people swear by this method, claiming it helped them land jobs, build relationships, and even change their personalities. But here's the question we're exploring today. Is this truly the best way to grow? Or is there something deeper, something more powerful than simply pretending? What if fake it till you make it is actually leading people down the wrong path? What if, instead of building real confidence and skill, it creates a fragile illusion, one that collapses the moment reality catches up? This is where the Stoics come in. The Stoic philosophers, thinkers like Marcus Aurelius, Seneca, and Epictetus, believe in transformation, but not through pretense. They didn't encourage people to fake anything. Instead, they focus on something far more valuable, building inner strength through discipline, action, and truth. Marcus Aurelius, one of the most powerful emperors in history, wrote daily reminders to himself about how to improve, not by pretending to be great, but by practicing virtue. Epictetus, a former slave turned philosopher, taught that real change comes from the inside, not from a carefully crafted illusion. So today, we're going to break down fake it till you make it through the lens of Stoic philosophy. Does this idea align with their teachings? Or does it contradict the principles of wisdom, virtue, and authenticity? Is there a better, more effective way to develop confidence, skill, and success? And most importantly, what can you do today to start building real, lasting change in your life? By the end of this video, you'll have a clear understanding of whether fake it till you make it is a useful mindset or a dangerous shortcut. And you'll walk away with a stronger, more authentic way to become the person you truly want to be. Let's begin. What does fake it till you make it really mean? Fake it till you make it. It's a phrase we've all heard before. But what does it actually mean? And where did it come from? At its core, this idea suggests that if you act as if you already have confidence, success, or expertise, eventually you'll grow into it. The belief is that by pretending to be something, you will start to embody it in reality. This concept is often applied in different areas of life. In business, people are told to dress and behave like they already have the position they want. In social situations, someone struggling with confidence is encouraged to act as if they are self-assured, even when they feel insecure. Athletes and performers sometimes use this mindset to push through doubts and anxiety, projecting confidence until they truly feel it. But where did this idea come from? The phrase itself has been around for decades. It gained popularity in self-help and business communities, particularly through books and motivational speeches. Some even link it to psychological theories, like the self-perception theory, which suggests that our behaviors can shape our beliefs about ourselves. In other words, if we act confident, our minds might start believing that we actually are. In some cases, this idea has merit. There is evidence that changing body language, improving speech patterns, or adopting new habits can help people shift their mindset over time. But here's where the problem begins. Fake it till you make it is often misunderstood. Some take it to mean that you should pretend to be something you're not, without actually working to improve, instead of building real skills. Some people rely solely on the illusion of success, hoping that confidence alone will carry them forward. This creates a dangerous trap, one where people focus more on looking successful than on becoming truly capable. And when reality catches up, the illusion crumbles. So the real question is, does this mindset truly lead to growth, or does it set people up for failure? And more importantly, what would the Stoics think about this approach? To answer that, we need to dive deeper into philosophy of Marcus Aurelius, Epictetus, and Seneca, three of the greatest minds in Stoicism. Let's explore what they had to say about confidence, authenticity, and the pursuit of personal excellence. What would the Stoics think about this idea? So now that we understand what fake it till you make it really means, let's ask an important question. Would the Stoics agree with this mindset? At first glance, it might seem like something they would support. After all, Stoicism teaches us that our thoughts shape our actions, and that we should focus on what we can control, especially our mindset. If someone lacks confidence, shouldn't they act as if they have it until it becomes real? If someone feels unprepared for a challenge, shouldn't they pretend to be ready and take action anyway? On the surface, fake it till you make it might sound like something the Stoics would endorse. But when we dig deeper into their philosophy, we find something very different. To the Stoics, the goal was never pretend to be something. It was to become something. Authenticity over illusion. Stoicism is a philosophy built on truth, wisdom, and virtue. It rejects the idea of relying on external appearances or deception to navigate life. Instead, it teaches us to focus on character, discipline, and internal strength, qualities that cannot be faked. Take Marcus Aurelius, for example. As Emperor of Rome, he had every reason to present himself as powerful, wise, and in control. He could have easily crafted an image of himself as a fearless leader, appearing confident even when he wasn't. But instead of relying on appearances, he spent his life reminding himself to act with integrity, humility, and discipline. He wrote, "Waste no more time arguing about what a good man should be. Be one." That's a direct challenge to the idea of fake it till you make it. Marcus Aurelius wasn't concerned with looking like a great leader. He was focused on becoming one through effort and self-improvement. The Stoics believe that confidence comes from competence, not performance. Instead of faking confidence, you develop it by preparing yourself. Instead of pretending to be strong, you become strong by facing challenges head-on. Epictetus. Focus on what you can control. Then there's Epictetus, one of the most influential Stoic philosophers. He started life as a slave, but became one of the most respected thinkers of his time. His teachings focus on self-mastery, the idea that we should focus only on what we can control. Our thoughts, our actions, and our responses to life's challenges. He had a very clear stance on personal growth. He didn't believe in pretending or faking anything. Instead, he encouraged his students to focus on real transformation. He said, "First say to yourself what you would be, and then do what you have to do." This is the key difference between Stoic philosophy and fake it till you make it. The Stoics didn't believe in shortcuts. They didn't believe in creating an illusion of success. They focus on consistent effort, self-discipline, and real progress. If you want to be confident, then work on developing skills that give you real confidence. If you want to be a leader, then cultivate wisdom and self-control. If you want to be successful, then do the work rather than just appearing successful. The danger of external validation. Even Seneca, a philosopher and advisor to the Emperor Nero, warned against the dangers of focusing too much on external validation. He believed that true confidence comes from inner stability, not from impressing others. He wrote, "It is not the man who is too little, but the man who craves more that is poor." What does that mean in this context? It means that if you are constantly seeking to appear successful rather than becoming successful, you are setting yourself up for failure. If you focus on faking confidence instead of building real skills, you will always feel insecure underneath the surface. Seneca's advice was simple. Instead of worrying about how others see you, focus on developing inner strength, wisdom, and self-reliance. This is where fake it till you make it can become a problem. Many people take it to mean that they should pretend to be something they are not, rather than actually becoming the person they want to be. They focus on image instead of action, appearances instead of substance. And when the illusion fades, they are left with nothing, what the Stoics would say instead. So if the Stoics rejected the idea of faking confidence, what did they believe in instead? They believed in practicing virtue, in working daily to become wiser, stronger, and more resilient. Instead of acting as if you were great, they would tell you to develop the habits, skills, and mindset that actually make you great. If you lack confidence, don't fake it. Train for it. If you want to be a leader, don't just look the part. Develop wisdom and discipline. If you feel unprepared for a challenge, don't just pretend to be ready. Study, practice, and prepare yourself. The Stoics believe that confidence is earned, not performed. That's why their approach is so much stronger than fake it till you make it. Because when you build confidence through real effort, it's unshakable. It's not based on appearances or external validation. It comes from within. In the next section, we'll explore the hidden dangers of fake it till you make it, and why relying on an illusion of confidence can backfire in the long run. The risks and limitations of fake it till you make it. We've explored what fake it till you make it really means and how the Stoics would have viewed this mindset. Now, let's take a closer look at its risks and limitations. Because while this idea might seem harmless at first, it can easily lead to dangerous outcomes if misunderstood or misused. On the surface, fake it till you make it seems like a simple confidence booster. Act as if you already have what you want and soon it will become reality. But what happens when people rely too much on faking, instead of actually making progress? Let's break down the key risks of this mindset. 1. The trap of empty confidence. One of the biggest dangers of fake it till you make it is that it encourages people to focus on appearance rather than substance. Confidence is important, but if it's not backed by real competence, it's just an illusion. When someone pretends to be skilled or knowledgeable without actually developing those abilities, they create a false sense of security. Imagine someone who wants to be a great public speaker. Instead of practicing, studying communication techniques, and refining their delivery, they simply act confident on stage. They might fool a few people at first, but eventually, their lack of real skill will become obvious. This kind of false confidence can lead to big mistakes, failures, and even damage to one's reputation. True confidence isn't built through deception. It's built through preparation, practice, and experience. 2. Imposter syndrome and anxiety. Ironically, the very thing that fake it till you make it tries to solve, lack of confidence, can actually get worse when people rely too much on faking. Many people who use this strategy experience imposter syndrome, the feeling that they are a fraud, that they don't deserve the success, and that at any moment, people will find out the truth. Why does this happen? Because deep down, they know they haven't truly earned their success. Instead of feeling empowered, they feel like they are constantly trying to maintain an illusion. This leads to stress, anxiety, and self-doubt rather than real growth. The Stoics taught that confidence should come from within, not from external validation. When we build our confidence through real skill and experience, imposter syndrome disappears because we know we have earned our place. 3. Short-term gains, long-term problems. There's no denying that fake it till you make it can sometimes lead to quick results. People who project confidence might land a job, impress others, or get an opportunity they wouldn't have otherwise received. But what happens after that? If they haven't actually built the necessary skills or knowledge, they will struggle to maintain their success. The illusion might work for a while, but eventually, reality catches up. The Stoics warned against chasing short-term victories at the cost of long-term growth. Marcus Aurelius wrote, "The secret of all victory lies in the organization of the non-obvious." In other words, true success isn't about what people see on the surface. It's about the invisible work, the discipline, the practice, the daily habits that make someone truly great. If you focus only on looking successful instead of becoming successful, you are setting yourself up for failure in the long run. 4. Losing sight of authenticity. The Stoics believed that living with honesty and integrity was essential for a good life. When people rely too much on faking confidence, they risk losing their authenticity. They become more focused on impressing others than on actually improving themselves. Seneca warned about this when he said, "It is not the man who is too little, but the man who craves more that is poor." This craving for external validation can make people lose touch with who they really are. Instead of becoming their best selves, they create a version of themselves that is built on pretense, not truth. True growth comes from self-awareness, honesty, and a commitment to real improvement, a better alternative. So, if fake it till you make is flawed, what should we do instead? The Stoics had a different approach, one based on action, discipline, and consistent effort. Instead of faking confidence, develop the skills that create real confidence. Instead of pretending to be successful, put in the work to achieve real success. Instead of chasing appearances, commit to personal excellence. Because when confidence is built on truth, preparation, and mastery, it is unshakable. In the next section, we'll explore the Stoic approach to self-improvement, a path that doesn't rely on illusion, but on real, lasting transformation. A Stoic alternative. Live as if you already are. We've seen the risks of fake it till you make it, how it can create false confidence, imposter syndrome, and a fragile sense of success. But if faking it isn't the answer, what is? The Stoics had a different approach. Instead of pretending to be something you're not, they believed in living as if you already are, not through deception, but through action. This is a subtle but powerful shift in mindset. Instead of faking confidence, you train for it. Instead of acting successful, you live in alignment with the habits and values that create success. This is a true Stoic alternative to fake it till you make it. 1. Identity shapes action. The Stoics believe that who you are is shaped by what you do consistently. If you want to be a leader, act with wisdom and responsibility. If you want to be strong, develop discipline and resilience. If you want to be confident, build competence through real effort. Marcus Aurelius put it simply, do not waste time arguing about what a good man should be. Be one. This is the foundation of the Stoic alternative. Instead of pretending to be something, practice being it every day. When you take action aligned with your values, you don't have to fake anything. Your confidence comes from knowing you are walking the right path. 2. Train, don't perform. Epictetus, who was born into slavery and later became a respected philosopher, taught that success comes from training, not pretending. He said, first say to yourself what you would be, and then do what you have to do. This is a key difference between fake it till you make it and the Stoic approach. Fake it till you make it says, act confident even if you're not. The Stoic approach says, train in what makes you confident, whether it's knowledge, skill, or discipline. A fighter doesn't fake being strong. He trains until he is strong. A wise person doesn't fake wisdom. He studies, reflects, and applies knowledge until wisdom is real. If you want to build confidence, don't fake it. Prepare for it. Train your mind. Sharpen your skills, and let your confidence come from real ability, not from illusion. 3. Build habits that align with your goal. The Stoics understood that the small things we do daily shape who we become. Seneca wrote, excellence is not an act, but a habit. So instead of pretending to be successful, ask yourself, what habits does a successful person have? How does a disciplined person act? What does someone with strong character do every day? Then start living that way now, not through pretense, but through small, daily actions. 4. Confidence through integrity. One of the biggest problems with fake it till you make it is that it encourages people to seek confidence externally, through how others perceive them. But the Stoics taught that true confidence comes from integrity, from living in alignment with your values, regardless of what others think. Marcus Aurelius said, the happiness of your life depends upon the quality of your thoughts. When you know you're doing the right thing, when you are taking real steps to improve, confidence becomes natural. You don't need to fake anything. You trust yourself because your actions prove your worth. 5. Focus on the process, not the image. The Stoics believed in progress over perfection. They didn't expect people to be perfect, but they did expect them to strive for excellence every day. That's why the best way to grow is not to create an illusion of success, but to focus on daily improvement. If you want to be wise, study and reflect daily. If you want to be strong, train your body and mind consistently. If you want to be respected, act with honor, even when no one is watching. In time, you won't need to fake anything, because you will have truly become the person you aspire to be. The Stoic alternative to fake it till you make it is not about deception. It's about commitment to becoming your best self through real action. Instead of pretending, train. Instead of performing, practice. Instead of chasing validation, focus on virtue and mastery. Because when you live as if you already are, the transformation is real. In the next section, we'll explore how you can apply this mindset daily, so you can stop pretending and start becoming. We've explored the truth behind fake it till you make it, where it works, where it fails, and why the Stoics offer a better approach. Now, let's bring it all together. At its core, fake it till you make it is based on illusion. It encourages people to act as if they are something before they truly become it. But as we've seen, the Stoics rejected illusions. They didn't believe in shortcuts or appearances. They believed in action, discipline, and real transformation. Marcus Aurelius didn't pretend to be wise. He practiced wisdom. Epictetus didn't fake strength. He built resilience through hardship. Seneca didn't chase the image of success. He focused on character and integrity. They understood a simple truth. Who you become is shaped by what you do every day. If you want to be confident, develop competence. If you want to be strong, train your mind and body. If you want to be successful, commit to continuous growth. The alternative to fake it till you make it is not pretense. It's living as if you already are, not by faking, but by training, by preparing, by doing the work that turns potential into reality. So ask yourself, are you truly working toward becoming the person you want to be? Or are you just trying to look the part? The Stoics would challenge you to take action today, not to pretend, but to improve. You don't need to fake confidence when you have real preparation. You don't need to fake strength when you've endured challenges. You don't need to fake success when you've built real skills. Because when you focus on growth, the transformation is real. So stop faking. Start becoming. If this message resonated with you, take a moment to reflect. And if you're ready to commit to real self-improvement, start today. Thank you for being part of this journey. If you found value in this, consider subscribing for more insights on Stoicism, personal growth, and mastering the mindset that truly leads to success. Stay strong, stay grounded, and I'll see you in the next one.